Stay out the house starts off like any other day. I get to work, I meet my coworkers who didn't do any work, mind you, and clock in. Over the course of my shift, I meet a couple customers, some a little bit weirder than others. Do a little bit of cleaning, get the high score on the game because I'm a GOAT, of course, and casually get stalked by a white van. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure. I continue my shift, and a little while later, I hear the back door get unlocked. Being a white woman in a horror game, we gotta go investigate, like we just have to. Somebody in here? Obviously, it was a trap, as this big body motherfucker knocks us out. We wake up as Roxanne, who's on a trip with her boyfriend Brendan. And for some reason, we're just cruising, listening to a sermon, and not that new Fago. Like, it couldn't be me, I'm not gonna lie. Brendan ends up having to go pee, so we stop at a rest stop that looks like we in Silent Hill. Why the fuck would we ever stop here? I don't know. Roxanne wakes up a little while later, and Brendan's still not back. At this point, Brendan ass will have to get left. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If he got kidnapped in the middle of nowhere, I'm not gonna look for him. No blicky, no nothing. Like, come on now. But as we are another white woman in the horror game, we gotta go look for Brendan. Now, he's nowhere to be found. Only his license on the ground. So we continue down the path looking for him, and we find this ugly ass dog. Like, this man is clearly a skinwalker. That's all I'm saying. But let's just not worry about that for now. A brief little pause. If you're watching right now, go ahead, go to the little subscribe button, press that subscribe button. Like, we got more Pete coming. The video is just gonna keep getting better, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe, turn on that bell notification. I'm trying to get to 500 subs by the end of the year. I would appreciate it. Thank you. All right, back to the video. We come across this cornfield, which has this old church in it, as well as this random van that the dog leads us to, with some items all shown about, and this not at all creepy house. Like, it's not creepy at all. But this dumbass dog decides, you know, the door is open, it looks cool, let me run up in there. And he gets stuck in the bear trap. He downstairs crying, so of course, I gotta go help him. And when we go back upstairs, of course, the front door is locked behind us. That's when we get our head beat the hell in and thrown in a cage. And I don't know who made this cage, but they craftsmanship is horrible. Like, all we gotta do to get out is pull on the edge of the cage and boom, we're out. Now, our mission now is to escape the house. But that's easier said than done. There's 3 threats in this house. 1, this old ass granny in a wheelchair. If she sees you, she'll scream her head off and alert the main threat, the butcher. See, he likes to do a lot of things. He's a man of many talents, if you will. From kidnapping, to stalking, to straight murder. He's very versatile. But of all the things he likes to do the most, it's gotta be beating his meat. Oh wait, whoa. What y'all think I was talking about? He's a butcher, like duh. He chops up meat a lot. Human meat, but I mean still meat. His main weapon of choice is a hammer, which he will use to beat your head in if he sees you, hears you, or is alerted to your presence by the granny. Or the cameras, which of all the threats, this one is the least dangerous. If they see you, they'll beep loud as hell, and the butcher will come running immediately. The good thing though, is you can disable the cameras by giving them a good old whack with the hammer. Now that we have the threats out the way, let's talk about how we can defend against those threats. At first, your only option really is to hide under beds or run and hope he don't catch your ass. Later into the game, you'll find the hammer. Like I mentioned earlier, you can use to disable cameras, pull out nails, and my personal favorite of all, put an old lady out her misery. Like, damn, she had to go. I ain't gonna lie, she had to go. Bitch. You'll eventually find a better weapon, and what I believe should be a staple in all horror games, a gun. It holds 6 shots and takes a couple to make the butcher run away, giving you time to explore or complete a task you couldn't do otherwise. Now that that's established, how do we escape? For my run specifically, I chose to escape into the bunker. But to do so, we need a couple things. One, of course, is to survive, because we can't get through the bunker if we don't survive. But surviving is hard enough. This man don't be playing with motherfuckers. But look how I did his ankles though. Like, he thought he was finna get me, broke his ankles and hopped up in the vent. So like, I broke his ankles crazy. Y'all had to see it. Y'all had to see it.
Pick that bed up. Oh my, I gotta unlock it. Did I climb up? Oh my god, I'm a demon. Oh my god, I'm a demon.
But we got a couple things we need to do to get this bunker open. We need to turn the power on, which is behind this door, which can only be opened with this key, which is on this man's hip. And getting this key is easier said than done. And there's a couple ways you can do it. You can sneak up on them and grab it. You can get him in a bear trap and grab it, which is a riskier option because he be swinging that hammer. I ain't gonna lie, he beat my shit in a couple times. After a hard fought battle getting this key, we can finally open the door, put these fuses in, and go into the bunker using the code from the clocks around the house. But if we leave too soon, we won't be able to save everyone locked in these cages outside. And I gotta save them. I can't just leave them. Like, I gotta be the hero. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just leave them. So to get that open, we gotta put all this meat on this scale. Grab all the meat from around the house, pause. The meat that he was beating on, you know, all the meat. Big ass torso just chilling here. Throw that on the scale, boom. You gonna pop off a gear. Put that gear in the clock and the back door will open. Now, in these cages, we got a couple people. We got Deborah from the gas station who got knocked out, and some other random people. It was one more, but she got bodied before I could even help her. Like, she was a lost cause, alright? I couldn't do nothing to help her. One by one, we lead our survivors into a safe room, fending off the butcher on the way. Good thing I got that gun, because, ooh, he thought he was gonna do something, but I blicked his ass down, boy. And I guess they're safe now. I don't know how they're supposed to escape, but they'll be alright. You know, I got them out their cages. It's their problem now. And my dumbass, I decided to go back outside, right? Because one of them told me about a dog. So I'm like, okay, I see the dog in his cage. Maybe he got like a key or something in there. Open the cage up. It's just a hairless, ugly ass, blind dog. Like, look how he be trying to bite you. You know, I had to kill him. Like, he had to get up out of there. Now that we got him gone and we got the survivors in a safe location, we can get to the bunker. Now, the bunker presents with a list of problems in itself. We still have to avoid the butcher. One of the floors we need to get to is completely flooded. We need 2 nuclear launch keys that we learned about from this dying dude. We got to solve this weird ass puzzle, as well as a couple other things. So yeah, it's a lot going on here to say the least. However, just exploring the area will help us find a lot of these things though. One of the keys is with the cow just chilling. He's just chilling, minding his business, eating some hay. To unflood the floor, we need to get into the pump room using this key, and we need to clear 2 clogs. Pretty simple. The hardest of them all though was the puzzle. I'm not gonna lie, like, it looks simple, but I don't know how they expect you to figure it out. And I got no shame to say I looked up a video. Like, bite me. Like, I looked up a video, yeah, so what?
So mine is 913.
Finishing this puzzle allows us to go through this fan and down this elevator. Now, mind you, while I'm trying to do all these things, the puzzle, get the key from the cow, like, you know, all these things, the butcher is still on our meat. Like, don't forget about him. He's been a problem throughout this whole entire journey. His ass even threw me in the pig cage, bro. Like, this dirty ass cage. This man wanted to throw me up in here. Like, what I do to him later is justified just because he threw me up in here. Like, look at them. They munching, bro. Like, you hear them? Let me just listen. Like, you hear them munching, bro. They eating on human bones and shit. Like, what is we doing? Looking around, we find some kind of testing facility. We have labs, prison cells, and even some kind of broadcast room. In one of the rooms around the area, we find some rage spray that we can use to go into a vent we passed earlier in the kitchen. This rage spray gotta be the best spray I've ever seen in my life. Like, they die immediately. Like, it just slaughters them. But before we go down there, we're still missing one of the other keys. And luckily, this dead dude in the freezer has a note telling us how to get it. We just had to decipher what drug he was talking about, a 4-letter drug starting with A. And me being a genius, I figured out it was acid. So boom, we get the key, we go into the vent. It drops us down into a room where we need to insert both the keys and solve their respective annoying puzzles. That took me longer than I like to admit, alright? Doing this will start a countdown to blow up the whole building. We need to rush back to the room with the dead guy to escape. But of course, some bitch ass debris falls down on the door. Like, come on, bro. And this big body motherfucker spawns behind us with a chainsaw out of nowhere. Look, like, he just pops up out of nowhere. Like, he's not there. Now he's there. Like, at first, my dumb ass thought, okay, they give you all these bullets, right? By this dead dude, you get mad bullets. Searching all around, you get all these bullets. So I'm like, okay, obviously we're gonna have to kill him, right? But no, you're supposed to just run around, ring around the rosy on them, stun them, whatever you gotta do, and pull up all this debris. And I barely escaped on time. Like, I barely got out of there on time. That bullet was on my booty, but I did it. Oh my god. Stay Out the House was definitely one of the more interesting puppet combo games. From this ugly ass big mouth dog to this big-headed ass granny in the wheelchair. Now, I know there was more endings, more rooms and doors I could go in, but this was specifically from my perspective, like the title says. So my playthrough, what I went through, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you all for watching. Now, this is going to be a series that I think I'm going to be starting. It's going to be like games from my perspective, kind of like my video essay kind of things, but more so my playthrough, so as you kind of get like the understanding of the game, but from my perspective, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all like it, you know what I'm saying, let me know in the comments. Let me know if y'all like this or if you just like the video essays more, and I'll do whichever one y'all like more. That's what the ones I'll be doing. But obviously, you know, y'all gotta come on, like if you listening to this, you gotta subscribe. Help a brother out. Let me get to them 500 subs, you know what I'm saying? Help me get to 500 and I'll give y'all a high five. Like, you know you want that high five. Come on now. Like, it's a high five for me. You know you want it. Damn, I just dropped my water, but thank you for watching. Bye.